Good evening, everyone. It's Dr. Shernay, and I come on tonight to speak about what's been going on Married at First Sight. I'm sure most of you have already seen it or watched the show. But for those who don't, there's this one couple, Paige and Chris, and Paige is a very beautiful lady, and she's been paired up with this man named Chris. And just from looking at the two of them, I ended up catching the show last week for the first time, but I had heard some of the goings on. And so that's what made me start watching it, just to kind of see what's going on and take a look. And just from watching this is a whole mess. This is a complete dumpster fire. I don't know why they paired. Actually, yes, I do. I know they paired these two because you have to have some type of interesting storyline for ratings. I get it. But for those who haven't seen, Chris is a mess. Chris is all over the place. He's signed up to be married at first sight to this woman. He's clearly not interested, not ready. I don't know if he's got some type of agenda as far as just wanting to be seen on television, but Chris was previously engaged, and he just, I guess, broke off the engagement and signed up to get married, has married this woman. This woman has been single for a long time. She's ready to be committed, ready to be loved, desperate to be loved. And so she's paired with this man. And from what I understand, the very beginning, things were just off. Like, her friends were giving her warnings. His father got inappropriate with her, trying to tell her certain things to do or not do. I have to go back and watch that so I can have a complete commentary on that. But so just watching it, this is just very stressful. He's back and forth. He's telling her he's not attracted to her, or telling other people he's not really attracted to her. And then he drops a big bomb in her lap that his ex-fiance is pregnant. And at this point, she's 6 weeks pregnant? Y'all haven't even been married a full week yet, and this man is already dropping this news on you. So understandably, she's upset, but then at the same time, she's like, oh, well, this is God, and God has put us together, and we've taken vows, and blah, blah, yada, yada, yada. So she's still trying to work with this man. And so this man is doing all kinds of things. He's going back and forth, telling her 1 minute, I'm invested in you. You're my wife. You come before anybody, even my child. And then the next minute, my ex and I were discussing getting back together, or, me and her talking is none of your business, blah, blah, yada, yada, yada. So then on last night's episode, he decides to tell her he wants to work things out with his ex, and that he wants a divorce. And at this point, she calls the producer. She's screaming on the phone. She's cussing. I'm done with this ish. F him, F this, F that. So she goes into the counseling session with Pastor Cal, and she tells him all the things that have been going on. And he's in disbelief. Disbelief, because I don't know if he knew or not, but that's neither here nor there. He's in disbelief, and she's just going off, and then she reveals that he's told her that he's not attracted to her, yet she still had sex with him, and on top of that, sex with no condoms, no kind of protection. After knowing that this man has a 6-week pregnancy going on, and then he's looking at her like she's crazy, like, okay, well, you know this, so why are you still having sex with this man? Well, because, this is of God, and we took vows, and so on and so forth. So as she's going off and giving the impression that she is going to leave this man, he walks in, and then he starts kind of playing word salad. He's going on this whole, word soup, and trying to just kind of minimize his role in all of this, minimize what's going on, minimize her concerns. And then he started out wanting a divorce, but then, it kind of segued and kind of made it seem like he wanted to stay together. Then he whispers something in her ear and then she gets all giddy and happy. And he whispered that he's afraid that he's going to fall in love with me. Okay, let's just stop. I can't do it anymore. This is crazy. This is what happens when you have low self-esteem. You have low self-esteem and you are desperate. There is no way on God's green earth. First of all, we just got married. We're on honeymoon. And day 3 or 4, you're telling me you got a baby coming? Okay, well, we're in Vegas. I'm going to ride out. We're going to go and play some slots. I'm going to have a good time in Vegas for the rest of this trip. There is no discussion with this. Please go take care of your family. I can't. This is literally, you've been married 10 days and you're going through all these downs. I'm really not even seeing ups. This is just a cycle of just abuse. This man is literally emotionally and verbally abusing her. And she's allowing it. And she's trying to convince herself, oh, this is of God. This is not of God. I get there. Some people are very dogmatic with their religions and they're, very tight with this. God has nothing to do with this. God is not going to put you in a mess such as this. Okay, this is what you have done. You have done this. You've allowed other people to do this to you. And you've got this man making a complete fool of you on a national platform. And after all of this, she was still leaving the decision on whether or not to divorce up to him. After all this man has done, this man is literally dragging you and you just allow him to. And you cannot do that. You can't allow someone to just make you look like an idiot. You can't be so sure about somebody who's unsure of you. Like, clearly this man is all over the place. He doesn't know what he really wants. Or maybe he does and he's just trying to play the field. I don't know. But Paige is literally allowing herself to go through foolishness that doesn't even have to happen. Thank you, Kristen. I appreciate you. She's allowing all of this foolishness as if she doesn't have any options. This is a beautiful girl. She's got a lot going for herself. She can clearly do much better, but for whatever the reason, the self-esteem isn't there. The confidence in herself isn't there, and it's coming through. It is literally manifesting in this relationship that she is trying so hard to maintain with someone who doesn't even want her. I mean, this man has told you he is not attracted to you, but yet he is still sleeping with you. Why would you allow yourself to be used in that manner? And then they asked him about that, and I'd rather not say. Well, we already know the reason that you're sleeping with her. She's there. She's available. She's not who you want, but she's who you have access to. And for you to be okay with that as a woman, I don't understand. I could never be with someone on that level of intimacy when they're telling me I'm not attracted to you. I just would never. He's sitting up here and trying to whisper in her ear, and it's more than likely some foolishness that he doesn't want seen or heard on the camera. And then she's all giddy and like nothing ever happened. No, this man isn't afraid that he's going to fall in love with you, and that's why he's acting up. This man is just a fool, plain and simple. And you are allowing it. You are allowing him to use you and manipulate you to get what he wants. You are literally getting nothing from this relationship except for abuse and a reason to go sit on somebody's couch for some intensive therapy. Yes, Anjani, she definitely needs to run, and quickly, like run and don't look back. Just let this be something that happened in life and it's over, because there is no good that's going to come from this. Like, when you are dealing with people, you really need to establish clear boundaries and let that be it. You set the tone and you teach people how to treat you. So when you are accepting being treated like a toy, you are accepted being treated as less than, you are accepting being treated as someone stand-in, you're accepting all of this stuff that you should not. And most people that I know definitely would not. When you're accepting this, you're teaching this person, I can do anything to her. I can do anything I want. It doesn't matter what her feelings are. It doesn't matter what her thoughts are. I don't have to protect her. I don't have to love her. I don't have to do anything but just be me, and I can go and do whatever I want to do, and she'll always be there. And this is not the kind of woman that you want to be. And for the men who are watching, please don't be this man. Because this is ridiculous. This is just crazy. I really don't understand. It really bothers my mind for people to play with people like that. And then at the same time, for someone to be accepting of being played. And it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling at all. Kiana, you are exactly it. That's what manipulators do. They know exactly what to say to get what they want and to get you to continue to be available for their foolishness. You are absolutely correct. And he definitely seems like a master manipulator. And she's gotten so indoctrinated with religious dogma on, oh, this is of God. And I'm trying to make listen. God didn't say anything about staying in a place where you are being harmed and abused. You are being harmed and abused, sweetheart. Get out. Please go seek therapy. Go talk to someone, hire a life coach, get yourself together, because this is not the way. God doesn't want you hurting. He is not a God of confusion. He's none of these things. So this is not of God. Please stop. And for anyone watching, situations like that, they are not of God. That is not in the plan. It may be in the plan for you to learn a lesson, but that is not your forever. And for someone to sit there and tell someone, basically a stranger, because at this point, they're still strangers. They've been married for 10 days. They've known each other 10 days. They've been married for 10 days. And, but you come before a child that's not here. I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all. You need to get your priorities together. Bid yourself away from this person. Let him go sort out whatever he needs to with his ex, with the baby. He's got other priorities right now. Your priority needs to be on you and your own personal healing and your development and your own journey. And maybe then at that point, once you take care of you, and you put the love into yourself that you are desperately trying to get from someone else, you will attract that person that wants to love you the way that you want to be loved. That is all I have to say on this for now. If you are looking for some help, if you need any, you have some self-esteem issues, confidence issues, you want to talk to someone, schedule a discovery session with me. I have my link in the video. And other than that, you all have a very blessed evening. Bye.